So when we created this component here, the grid, it actually gives us the cells and it gives us the points. So the cells is actually going to be this square, that's one cell, and that's one closed polyline, and same here. So there's actually two lines here, but there's only one on the outside. So those are just things to keep in mind. But for now, we're just going to be using the points. So if I double click here and I go to points, we can see that we can just extract these points and we can almost hide the grid here. So now we have just the points of where the structure is going to go. And we can come back here and make it a little bit smaller so we don't have such a complex geometry. And so let's take this and create some circles, which are going to create our columns. So we'll plug in for the plane of the circle, we'll plug the points, and then here for the radius we can say a 6 inch radius, which will give us a 12-inch diameter round column. But if you want it to be a rectangular column, we can take those circles and create a box around them using the box command. So there's this box component, and what it does is it'll take these circles and put boxes around it. So now we have a 6 inch from the center point to the outside and 6 inch. So that gives us a 12-inch square base that we're now going to extrude to give us the array of columns. So now we can move on and extrude these boxes that we created. So there are actually planes here that are created around. So let's extrude it. Double click, extrude, and we'll plug in these boxes and we're going to extrude them up. So we'll go in the Z direction. In Z we'll go vertically, so it'll go up, and the default is 1, so it'll extrude it to 1 once you plug that in. But we'll want to bring in a slider so we can control the height. We can take this component here, which is already 15 feet because we multiplied it by 12, and we can drag down and hold Alt to make a copy, and that way we can extrude that column in the vertical direction for 15 feet. And we can now come here and make it a little bit smaller. So we'll make the maximum 20, and we'll bring this down to maybe a 10-foot tall columns. So there we have the array of columns that we can now start to put the structure above and create the what the pattern and trellis is going to sit on. So this will be the next steps.